Okay, so this is Jeff with Mile Automation, and today I'm going to go over the Ring.com video doorbell. You can see I have one here. It is brand new, comes in the Venetian bronze color. A very good looking unit. Press this button in the back to set it up. It's a pretty easy setup process. I did go ahead and set this one up before I started the video. So I made a new Ring account, downloaded the Ring app on this Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, and all in all, setup took me about 5 minutes. But actually opening the app on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 was a nightmare. The first time I downloaded it, it just failed to open. Every time I opened it, I tried probably 5 or 6 times, gave up, uninstalled it, re-downloaded from the App Store. Still would not open. Tried doing a software update on the Samsung. App still wouldn't open. Finally uninstalled and reinstalled, and for some reason it's working now. So I don't know what changed, but it's certainly not a good start. So these units, they look really good. The company actually made a very similar unit previously called the Doorbell, which I think it was a Kickstarter campaign, but it promised a lot and it didn't really perform. Anyways, the Ring is their second iteration of the product. It's been out for about a year. It does seem to work a lot better than the Doorbell, but it still has some quirks. This is definitely not the kind of unit you want to install in a large, high-end home. We had one where we had 3 of them spread out across a 12,000 square foot home, and the reliability is awful. I mean, it's really not an acceptable level of functionality. They worked when they were initially set up. They gave us a decent Wi-Fi signal that said it was strong enough. Ring support said it was strong enough. However, they just stopped working after a few days. So that was a dismal experience. We've had another unit which we set up at a more reasonably sized house at a 5,000 square foot home, and it worked really well for a couple of weeks, and then now it won't charge. So again, I mean, we've installed 2 of them at 2 different houses, or 4 of them at 2 different houses, and haven't had one that worked really well yet. They do seem to work really well on initial setup though, so there's that. This guy is working well for me. You can see if I press here, the doorbell button, you get a nice loud ring, and the Ring.com app pops up. So we will accept that call. And then you can see the video feed is live. It's a nice fisheye cam. Here you can see the office in all of its glory. It is a pretty good camera. You know, you can clearly see who's at the door. The speaker is fine, the microphone's fine, nothing exceptional, but they're functional. I really don't like the app design here. You can see my tablet laying on our 3D printed stand. So the app on Android is phone only, which means it's not optimized for an Android tablet screen. So it's only vertically aligned. You know, there's no tilting or anything like that. So, you know, we have up to 13 or 14 of these mounted throughout the house for folks to control their home automation system. Obviously, we're going to mount them horizontally, and when they open up the Ring app, it just looks out of whack. And then, you know, Ring did not even keep that consistent. As you can see, when I actually make a call here, it flips sideways. So you can't choose what orientation it's in. It doesn't stay consistent. Not a very well designed app. And the fact that it was such a struggle just to get the app to even open on this device, not impressive. You know, overall, I think it's a really cool product, and I think that in the future, everyone will have something similar to this, but it's still too buggy, and it's not quite there yet. You know, again, I mean, this one's working great in the office, but we have some very powerful, ingenious Wi-Fi. I've got full bars everywhere I go, and even with that, it has dropped a couple of calls. So It's a cool idea, a cool product. Definitely buy it if you have a small home and really strong Wi-Fi and you're okay with having the next big thing that might not work 100% of the time. But if you expect top quality, reliability, 100% uptime, don't get this unit. I do want to take a moment to talk about their competitors. The big one being Skybell. Smaller unit than this guy. I haven't actually used one in person. From what I've read online, they've got kind of similar issues. An upside to the Skybell it has a lower resolution camera, so it should, it sounds like a downside, but it should transmit video more reliably than this guy does. And then the Skybell will also activate an actual doorbell chime. So if you already have a doorbell in your house that your builder installed and you use the Skybell and you run into one of those times where it fails to work for whatever reason, it will at least ring an actual doorbell chime. August, who is known for their smart locks, is also releasing a video doorbell here shortly. I'm excited about it just because it's a newer technology, so it should work more reliably, but we're not holding our breath. We've yet to see a single product in this category that works as well as it promises. So that's it. That's my summary of the Ring.com video doorbell. Again, if you have a small house with strong Wi-Fi and you're okay with low reliability, go for it, but otherwise stay away. Thanks.